Where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace, where I am now. Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show, and it is good to be here. I want to first welcome our listeners and viewers, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm not going to forget about you, TikTok. I tell you what, make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can go to our newest channel on YouTube at Crystal Records One, Ciara, ISTO, Records One, or at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I promise I will follow you back. Look, we already have folk on TikTok chiming in. Some of our friends, Jewel Corporal, good morning. Sweet Skits Monster, good morning. Pastor P, good morning. You all are already up and popping. And guess what else? This is Fun Friday. It's the weekend. I'm excited. I get a chance to put some of the work down and just, hit the streets, enjoy myself, pamper myself a little bit, and just enjoy family and other wonderful things. Double R_Y, good morning. You all make sure you say something in the chat. We got a great show for you all. And I have a very special guest that's on with me on today. This is FYI Fun Friday segment. What's in your closet? Issues concerning women. And we have a beautiful lady with us this morning. FYI special guest is author Tamika Blackwell Griffin. She's author of a book that we're going to talk about, one of the books anyway, of involuntary action. Good morning, Miss Griffin.
Great day, everybody. How you doing?
Do you see Tamika, you all sitting out here basking in the sun, getting all the vitamin D in the world? Tamika, how are you doing today? And do me a favor and tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about yourself.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. How you all doing on this beautiful April 17th in 2026? I am Tamika Blackwell Griffin out of Hampton, Virginia. A little bit about me: born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Parents are military, Army. Thank goodness for our military. And so you said, how can they get in touch with me? Because I forgot the question already.
Question was, tell them about yourself. You know, Tamika, a lot of people know you as the author.
Right.
See you and they know you as the author. I just wanted to give them a little bit more of who Tamika is.
Okay. Well, Tamika is an introvert for one. All right. Didn't know that until I became an author. But like I said, my parents was military. We moved around a lot. Went through, had domestic violence in the home and just other stuff that I experienced that, that was in the plans for me. You understand? And so as I grew up, I dealt with low self-esteem, low self-worth, lost my father early. And it was just a rough, but yet graceful childhood. And I wouldn't change a thing, Miss Yolanda, from anything. I would not change a thing because God, our ways are not his ways and our plans are not his plans. And so it was only by the grace of God that, he brought me to the age of 52 years old when doctors said I wasn't even supposed to be here. And if I did live, I would have been a paraplegic if I lived. But, God always has the final say.
Absolutely.
So I turned 53 years old. Doctor said I couldn't have children. I am a grandmother. Got 2 grandbabies, and I got another grandson on the way. And so that's who I am. I am a woman of faith, and I believe in miracles because I am a miracle, you know.
Yes.
And I just was determined to never ever quit on
Yes.
God. That's
Amen. And he never quit on you.
that's
That's
right.
the wonderful thing about it. Tamika, you're out in these social media streets and all over, promoting a book. When I look at you, I get a sense of freedom, a person that is free, a
Yeah.
person that has gone through a lot of things and have overcome. Now you're living the best of life and you're telling folk about some of the things that you've experienced and how you can get to that place of freedom in your life. We're going to talk about your book, An Involuntary Side Chick. Every time I see that, I just want to scream. I'm like, to really be able to say it and
Yeah.
talk about it and
Yeah.
to share with us is absolutely fabulous. Before we talk about that, Tamika, I want to kind of go through some of the other titles that you have,
Mhm.
books you have written. I was looking and I was checking out some of the other titles, and they are just as dramatic as that one. Tell us just a little bit about, your experience writing some of your other books and why you
Okay.
titled them how you titled them.
Okay. All right. Well, I understand this. I've always been a writer. I started writing at 10 years old. That was just like my just go to. And so I was writing romance at 10. And so my daddy was like, this is good, but you need to find something else to write about. It wasn't vulgar or anything like that, but I was just too young. And so it wasn't until I was approaching my 40th birthday after divorce. Now I'm a single mother of three children on welfare, experiencing homelessness, food stamps. It's just, and I was thinking about unaliving myself. But what happened was I was sitting at Buck Road Beach one day and I said, if anything happened to me, I need to have something to leave my children. And so I thought about Your Mind's Eye,
Mhm.
you know, and
Yes.
that was my first book. So I started writing on Buck Road Beach in a borrowed car, just writing on. I had a stack of index cards, a black ink pen, red ink pen, and I just started writing my book. That was March of 2013, 13 years ago. And I was determined. I said, I'm going to write the book in 30 days. I'm going to edit the book within 60 days as best I can. And by 90 days, this book was going to be out. I didn't have a publisher, didn't have the money for nothing, but I just had a dream. And so every day I wrote. And on June 13th of 2026, I released my first book. And Mrs. Yolanda, I ain't even had no page numbers on it. I didn't even know how to do anything. I just needed my story out there. And that book became a bestseller while I was homeless. I didn't even know. I didn't
Oh
even have
my
the money to buy
God.
my own book.
Yes.
And I was like, wait a minute, there might be something to this. And so we moved into a home after that. And 6 months later, I released I Am a Concealed Weapon.
Oh wow.
And that meant, because I said I want to have a book that can go into prisons for people, because my mother did prison ministry. She was a police officer and she was a correctional officer. So I just had this vision of people behind bars, locked away all those dreams. And what are they going to do? They are concealed weapons, you know. And a concealed weapon is a woman or a man who is just hell bent on living their dreams no matter what, no matter the circumstances.
Wow.
So that book was 6 months later. And then I got so cute. I said, well, let me start writing something else about romance. So Morris Code came.
Oh.
And that's a romantic book about me and my first love, leading up to Involuntary Side
Yes.
Chick. And that's something I wrote the book for us, like a romantic comedy. Released that June of no, January 2016. But before that I had, I think, yeah, and then The Determinator.
Oh, you
That
okay?
Yes, The Determinator with the mindset of a winner.
Ooh.
I said, because I never forget, I was writing that book and I had root canal done, 5 extractions on my mouth, had what you call it, bronchitis and all sorts of stuff. I was 6, 7 months. I wrote the book, Miss Yolanda,
Mm.
for a year, then lost the book. It just disappeared. I cried like a baby, and God kept saying,
Yes.
rewrite it. And it took me 3 weeks to write that book because, when things mess up in life, we got to do it all over. We don't start from scratch. We start
Yes.
from that experience. So I wrote that book, and that book right there just set me on fire.
Wow.
Literally on fire, because 30 days before I published it, I
Yes.
experienced third-degree burns on this hand.
My
Yeah,
God. You were going
30.
through.
Yeah. So my son was like, "Mommy, you're the determinator. You got to do this." And the determinator came from me asking people, "What is it? Give me one word that would describe me," because I was dealing with these thoughts of unaliving
Yeah.
myself, depression, just hopelessness, in a deep dark. I just had to, just in case something happened to me. And everybody said, "I don't care what you go through, you are determined." I said, "Well, dog, that must be the determinator." And I just wrote that. And then here it is. I'm getting back on track and thinking my love life on track. And I let my first love back in my life.
Yes.
And he broke my heart and married my friend.
Mm. Now
And
that
he left
friend,
me a side chick.
now Tamika, that friend part, I never knew that part. Good God.
Yes.
My.
Yes, ma'am.
But let's
Yeah.
talk about this book,
Hmm.
Involuntary Side Chick.
Yes, ma'am.
And when I hear that, I'm like, that means it sounds like something you didn't sign up for.
No, ma'am. I didn't.
Now, a side chick is a woman involved in a long term relationship or sexual affair with a man who already is committed,
Yes.
relationship, or married.
Yes.
She is considered a secondary partner to his primary spouse or girlfriend. But you
Yes.
found yourself not being a willing worker because you didn't know what you didn't know.
No, I was in the dark.
Tell us, um, first of all, why you wrote about your experience as a side chick,
I wrote it.
involuntary.
Okay. I wrote about involuntary side chick because, first of all, it was therapy. It kept me out of jail. That's
Yeah.
the main part. And I promise that joke, if you ever embarrass me, you're going in the book.
Yes.
You're going in the book. I'm gonna get my lick back. I was on that revenge. And then, as I thought about it, I said, I wonder how many women dealing with the fact that they found out that they were the other woman with they had no knowledge. And that can happen.
Mm.
You understand? Because a lot of people said, "Did you see any red flags?" I did, but I didn't, because who would think that you got this man that you put in his? I put him in my other books. He was my
Yes.
muse, and I don't think you're gonna. I didn't think he would cheat on me.
And that's the thing,
So
Tamika, you
yeah,
must have been getting what you needed from him while you all were together. I mean, the red flags would go off if you were not able to actually, be together much, or, sometimes, women do get those clues, but was it that you were getting what you needed in that relationship?
Miss Yolanda. No, I was selling myself short. I wouldn't listen to God. Number one, I didn't listen to my mom, my brothers. Because see, sometimes we cannot see the mess we're in,
I know it.
and majority of the time, don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. It's just, oh no, I can't fathom. And then I was just like, when it dawned on me, like, wait a minute, could it be? Because here is discernment, no red flags no more. Here
Whoa.
is discernment stepping onto the scene. When you got the Holy Ghost asking you, Tamika, chick, what you doing? Tamika, why you fighting for a man that has not and will not prepare for you in his future? That's when I started thinking, I might be a side chick.
Ooh.
It might be somebody else. But I'm going to sit back and just wait,
Hmm.
because I'm really hoping that this is not the case, that I'm not being made a fool of after I let you back in my life, after I put you in my books, after this and after that, after I waited for you 10 years.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
10
10
years.
years. 10, when I say basically all of my life, even while I was married, I loved this man. He
Yeah.
was my first love.
Yes.
He was a soul tie.
Soul tie.
Hmm.
Was this relationship intense? I mean, was it so much, that were you like so infatuated in love? Did you feel like he was in love and infatuated, just passionately in love with one another?
Yes, I was, not all of it was bad. Do I believe he loved me? I did. Did he show me? He did. He kept all my love letters from the
Wow.
military. He kept all of them. He kept everything, all my stories. So it wasn't bad. What my brothers and my uncles explained, he was not for you.
Oh,
But I'm like, no, I love him because I'm holding on to this fantasy of it has to be him.
Tamika, talk about that. Talk about your support system in the sense of, did they come to you and say, "Listen, we got to talk to you"? What was that like? Why did they feel the need to come to you? What did they know?
I was raised with brothers,
Mhm.
and I've always had my uncles and my male cousins in my ear in my life.
Okay.
So they watched me a long time. And every time we have family reunions and stuff like this, I'm talking about this man, but they said, well, where is he? We have never seen him.
Amazing.
Why isn't he here? And I kept saying, well, he at work. Don't a man work that much with a fine woman? And
Put
I
it.
was like,
Oh,
no, making excuses for him. Just making excuses. You understand? And so it's just, I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see the truth. I didn't
yes.
want to, I just made excuses. I just
Yes.
made excuses for him.
Wow. Did you finally listen to them, or did you experience something so devastating that you had to wake up? Did you get an epiphany? What was
I,
the final straw in you saying, wait a minute, it's real? I'm a side.
that this exact day, April 17th, 7 years ago, it was a Wednesday. I had a gut feeling. Like intuition was like, girl, something about to drop. And I said, wait a minute. What is going on? I haven't heard from him or seen him in 6 months.
Ooh, ooh.
What's going on? What's now? I saw him the month before. Wait. I hadn't heard from him, seen him, but then he showed up after Valentine's Day. But it wasn't until April 17th of 2019, 7 years ago on this day, I was walking into my home and I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yes.
But I logged on to Facebook. Great morning, winter, hey queen, and
Yes.
spoke to her too, unknowingly. And so I logged on to Facebook and I was like, yo, well, who is this man looking like my man looking back at me? How is it that he in our city? He's in the seven cities. And Miss Yolanda, this man was cheek to cheek
Jesus.
with this woman.
Your
And I
faith.
said, what is going on? And then the comments was like, congratulations. Y'all make a beautiful, my classmates now.
Oh my God.
My classmates, congratulations. Y'all make a beautiful couple. And I'm like, and it was so humiliating. It was so devastating. And I just threw my phone. But she posted a video of him getting down on his knee.
Oh, okay. Mm,
And I didn't want to see the end of it. And I threw my phone. I ain't break my phone. I threw it on the couch.
mm,
And I just sat back in the chair and I just sunk in that seat. And I said, God, please forgive me.
mm, mm, mm.
My mother was right. My
Yeah.
brother was right. My sister was right. My male friends was right. My male cousin, everybody was right but me.
Mm, 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 mm.
I am a side chick. Involuntarily.
Yeah.
An
In
involuntary side chick. I'm a
absolutely.
side chick without my permission.
Oh,
That's
um,
what slapped me in the face, because I wouldn't God had to come and snatch me. He allowed me to see the devastation on my platform
yes.
on Facebook.
Jesus.
And it was I turned around. I repented right there on my green sofa.
Mm,
God, I would never disobey you again. I would
mm.
never make a man a God in my life. I would never put nobody before you. Please forgive me. Help me to walk through this humiliation. And I did a total 180. Ain't never
Ooh,
looked back.
I tell you, that is very interesting, and we're going to find out where our uh, listeners and viewers can get the book. I want to kind of like talk about you promoting it
Okay.
everywhere, your book signing. I want to
Okay.
know how women are reacting to this book. What are they saying? How are they feeling as you come out and show them your life?
Oh my goodness. When I tell you heartbreak has no demographics,
Mm,
when God told me a year ago on April 19th, go live, I said, oh no, I can't do that. On TikTok. Oh
yes.
no, no, I can't do that. I was so terrified of TikTok. I said, no, I can't do it. And he kept saying, go live, tell your story. So the third time he said, I just hit the button. Miss Yolanda, I was like, wait a minute, where are these people coming from?
Oh, wow.
It was 7 o'clock, April 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I just hit that button. 300 people, 500 people watching me live.
Jeez.
Stuff flashing across. I ain't even know how to work TikTok or nothing. Stuff flashing, hearts everywhere, and people saying, I went through the same thing. I went, men, men.
Oh, wow.
I believe the men were coming because I was looking cute that day. I was looking cute that day.
As
Had
always,
on my red
yes.
lipstick. But the women I went through that. Caucasian women, Latino, my chocolate sisters, women from around the world were on that TikTok that
Jeez.
night. Even his niece, it was so the man I'm writing about now, allegedly, jumping in my TikTok live. And I
Not
was
happy.
like, I just could not believe it. So after that, I said, God, this is wild. It was in night after night, night after night, night after night. And so I think about 20 days after that, I was looking at my analytics. I didn't know what I was looking at. So I
Yeah.
was like, what is this 750,000, hearts of. I said, what is this? So I said, Manea, which is my brother, I said, yo, I got 750 likes, 50,000 likes. He said, so what's the big deal? I said, 750,000. He said, wait a minute, what?
You have gone viral.
And I was like, and looking at it was 20,000, 29,000 views a night or more. And I was like, what is going on? It was just because of that one act of obedience. And I
Amazing.
said, wait a minute. Now, I have been out at the time, I was published author for
Yes.
12 years,
Hmm.
looking for millions of views and millions of likes and stuff. One
Couldn't
act
do
of obedience within 28 days. Within 28 days, I said, God, you are up to something. And I'm thinking, I didn't think that this book would be it. And the thing about it, heartbreak, it was so devastating. And so when I kept going live and kept going live and kept going live, and it was like, oh my God, this is what God meant when I was in a hospital room 24 years ago in a mental hospital.
Yes.
When He said, I know the plans I have for you
Yes.
to bring you to a prosperous end. I know the plans I have for you. I didn't think I was going to have to go through heartbreak,
Yes.
betrayal, wanting to go to jail, and all that stuff. I didn't think it would be this book. I didn't. And so not only was affecting women, it was affecting men.
Yes.
We are going through this too. And then the men were apologizing. It was just so amazing. It has been
Amazing.
amazing.
Tamika, did you how was it as you wrote the book? Did you feel some kind of way as you wrote it? Did you get mad? Did you get
Oh,
sad? Did you get glad? What were your feelings and emotions during the writing of this book?
oh. When I first found out about the scandal, I was furious. Like you said, hell has no fury like a
Yes.
woman scorned. Even the Lord would tell you, I have searched 1,000 men and I found one good man. But when I searched 1,000 women,
Yes.
no, not one. I was so first I was up, devastated. Then the rage came because now my classmates are saying that he and her are inviting them over to. It was just all these
Oh,
rumors,
wow.
and then I'm being talked about at their reception, private reception. Like I'm not a danger to no one. So I'm over here healing about myself. So the rage started to come up because I'm not bothering nobody. I so it was writing this book. He was every cuss word in the book. He was just every. Him and her was every so and so in the book. There was just raw emotions, and I was like, I'm not apologizing for nothing. It is what it is. And so by year 5, I ain't want to do nothing with the book. I'm like, I'm tired of this. I ain't even think I was gonna finish it
Wow.
until I got on. It was like when I was writing it, Lord kept saying, write it. I'm like, let them go through their own mess. Why you gotta use me? You know. But it came to a point where I don't want my daughters going through this.
Uh-huh.
Because I got 2 grown daughters who are mothers now. I don't want no, my son can't have no side chicks. No, I have to write this to help other women know you cannot be no side chick voluntarily or involuntarily. So now it became more like ministry, a toolkit. Yo, look, this is what you look for. But this book right here,
Yes.
TikTok, the pressure of I got to finish this.
Yes.
When I jumped on TikTok, there was March. I was still, it was at the end of finishing it. I was so determined to finish it on a good note. And in May of last year, the Lord said, take out every last cuss word. I was like, it ain't gonna be real. He said, take it out or you ain't publishing it. And when I took those words out, he then showed me you can't look like nothing that you went through
Mm,
because words carry spirit.
absolutely.
And when you putting that mess out in the atmosphere, it's going to attach to the other woman that I need to heal. And on top of that, you would not look like a healed woman.
Yes.
You're going to make God a liar. You're going to make me a liar. And secondly, I'm going to put you in churches where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
You got to talk to the side chicks in the church. You got to talk to the men. I know you got a side chick. I know you got a side chick in the pew somewhere.
Yes.
And the churches have been receptive. So yeah, it was a battle. It was a battle of ego and want to get my lick back. And I said, no, I'm gonna let God I'm gonna let God be my get back.
Oh, I like that.
I'm gonna let God be my get back. I do believe in vindication
Yes.
without probation because I ain't going to jail with nobody. I am not going to jail for nobody. It was oh my God, it was
I see that. Look, I like that. I believe in vindication without probation. So that's why God got to handle it. Because I tell you what, if you handle it, woo. But before I'm gonna ask you a question about somebody that's in the uh, news and social media in a minute. But let's go back to your support system.
Okay.
After you realized you were an involuntary side chick, your
Hmm.
brothers, I'm thinking
Oh,
about your brothers. How did they handle you? What was said? Did you get any I told you so, or were they really compassionate toward what was happening to you?
Miss Yolanda, I just knew my brothers was gonna round up all my cousins and do a search party. I just knew that.
Wow.
But when my mother found out, because my grandmama saw the video, she said, "How's my baby doing?"
Wow.
My mother didn't know. She said, "Tamika, you didn't tell me he got married on you." I said, "No."
Wow.
She said, "Well, now I got to call your brothers." So my brothers came to the house. All they did was embrace me.
Oh, wow.
My brothers, I cried in their arms. They just embraced me, and my baby brother said, "Well, I can't go get him because he never put his hands on you."
Okay.
And then they said, "Sis, we tried to tell you he wasn't the one. He didn't support you like a man should have because we take care of our wives.
Yes.
Here, this man, you know you was homeless, living between us, and he didn't want to help you. Well, and it was just like, no matter how many children he had, when a man has a woman he loves, he gonna make sure that woman is good. He
Yes.
gonna find a way, and he did not do nothing. He bought a car, so they said, now you gonna be all right.
Wow.
You don't need him, and you never need. So they never said I told you so. They
Thank God.
never. They didn't.
Thank
My
God
mother.
for. Did
My
she? What
mother
did she
said.
say?
She said, "Baby, God put you on this high shelf now, like your pretty teacups, because I love teacups." She said
Yes.
she put you on that tall shelf. So now, if any man wants you, they got to go. They got to put in that effort. They got to put in that work. They got to go to God first.
Mm, mm,
You
mm,
are so special.
mm.
And then, but Mama did try to tell you, you know.
Mama did see, but
I
if
tried to
nobody else saw
tell
the
you.
flags, Mama saw the red flags.
Yeah, she
Mamas are
tried.
like that.
Yeah, she did. She did. And I just, Mommy, well, you don't like him anyway.
Well, you had all the excuses
Yeah,
in the whole
yeah,
wide world.
yeah. I'm like, you be your own family. Mommy, yeah, but she was right.
Yes, I'm thinking about a young lady, and she's been in the news. She had a reality show, her and her sister, Tina Campbell from the group Mary Mary.
Yes.
I just kind of grieve at the thought of what she's gone through. She was an involuntary side chick.
Yeah.
And now she's in the news and on social media for her husband actually wanting to divorce her. People are feeling like, what a nerve. Have
Uh
you
huh.
heard the story of uh, what has happened? And do you have any thoughts about it?
I do. And the thing about this, I saw it because I be minding my business a lot, and so I don't look at stuff right away. But so I saw, I remember when he cheated on her before and she tore up his car.
Yes.
Now, and she took him back. That
Yes.
was the problem right there.
Uh oh.
And like I said, broken heart, don't care about your status. Don't care how anointed you are. I looked at it and I just said, the audacity of him. But I will say this: she can't control her husband's whoreism.
Yes. Absolutely.
She can't control if he want to be with that person over. He cannot control that. I said, but she now has to look at herself. I I was responsible
Wow.
taking care of business the first time, and I can relate to that because we as women we're we live so much in Hopeville, see the signs, but we really don't want the other woman to have them.
Woo.
And that's the real. When you get down to the nitty gritty, I'm gonna take them back because I
I
don't
don't
want
want
her
you
to
to.
have them.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Now, love can still be there. I'm gonna show that woman he want me. See that's why we fight for these jokers.
Because
And see, then God got
I'm supposed to win. I'm the pick. I'm
yes.
the one he
See,
loves.
yeah, and see, God got to give us the consequence because hey, God give women intuition. He give us discernment. And when God understands that you could be in detriment of going to hell for putting your hands on somebody, taking somebody out,
Yes.
you know, look, you just she got a battle of herself. She got a battle with her own. I saw this and I took him back,
Yes.
knowing he was not going to change.
He couldn't change. He wasn't even healed. He didn't get no help. I can
Yeah.
imagine,
Mm-hmm.
Tamika, that he because he has filed for this divorce. I
Mm-hmm.
can imagine that he might have felt as though he was a prisoner because she had to put down some strict rules for that
Mm-hmm.
brother when she took him back. She couldn't just take him back. She would have to say, "I want your phone. I'm gonna put a tracker on you. I don't. I want to know how you breathe. I want to know where you at. I want to know who you." I know that wasn't a good environment for a relationship.
No, it's not. See, if you're gonna take a man back, you don't need to do all that.
Mhm.
You see that says in itself, I can't trust you because I know you're gonna do this again.
Woo.
I know you're gonna do
What?
this
Wait a
again.
minute. Say that again, Tamika.
I can't trust you
Because
because I know you're gonna do this again.
oh my.
When I took my husband back, see, I'm telling you from a wife standpoint, I wanted my marriage to work. I did not want to have raised my children without my husband. And he said, I'm gonna change, baby. I wanted my husband back. You know, he didn't change. My husband didn't change. And I don't know. I didn't. He didn't make no side chick. Did I know there was a woman in his job that liked him? Yeah, but she ain't never approached me. When
Yes.
I came around, she skedaddled.
Woo.
You know, and I didn't carry that air like I ain't gonna fight over you. I'm the queen anyway. I got the benefits,
Yes.
so I never put myself in a position where I'm gonna fight over any man.
Yes.
And
Good.
like my uncle say, if a man want to go, baby, you can pray all you want. He ain't staying.
He, that's it.
He's not
I,
staying.
let's talk about the man because as I read your book, Tamika, I just wonder what was in his mind where he couldn't come to you and say, "Listen, this is what's going on, and because I care and love you, we gotta talk." What was it about him that you felt like he wouldn't have the courtesy to even prepare you for this? Why?
He was a whore, Miss Yolanda.
Woo!
It was just he was a whore, and sadly, I was whoring with him. All right, I put it all on myself.
Yeah.
He was a liar. I
Jesus.
accepted it.
Yes.
You understand? And I felt that because I loved him, that he would change. No. So no, he didn't have the decency to tell me. It
And
was trash. It was just trash.
have you gotten closure? Do you feel
I
like
got
you?
I did. I got closure because and he no, he never apologized.
Oh my.
Never apologized, and I don't need an apology
Hmm.
because when God told me, when He asked me, when the Lord asked me, the fourth year of my being enraged, when I thought I was healed from this. He said, "Why are you being angry at a man I took?"
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh my goodness. I didn't need closure. That was my closure. And I had to forgive and move on.
And move on.
Completely sever that soul tie. Sever that I wish this could have happened. Sever the fact that I wrote about him. That was my choice to read about, to write books about him.
Yes.
You know. So I can't tell you his mindset. I can just say this. He did not value me
Mm-hmm.
as a woman.
Yes.
He did not have a good relationship with his mom. So hey,
Yes.
that's it right there.
Yes.
And me just making excuses. First of all, he said it's because I didn't have a real job that he couldn't marry me.
Oh, wow.
But he was married to a woman who made over $100,000 before me. And then the woman he married, so to speak, I believe, she was a correctional officer. She had a stable job
Yes.
and a home, and they went through a divorce. He cheated on her too.
Amazing.
So he was just a whore.
Yeah. He didn't have himself together at all.
No,
Oh, wow.
you
Let's,
know, yeah.
yes. Let's, I want to talk about how folk can get the book. And
Hmm.
then I would love for you to just, these last few minutes, just talk to our audience, you said men, women of all,
Hmm.
demographics, just some final words uh, on what you would tell people that are in this same situation. So how can folk get your books with an
Well,
S? Ah,
it's a couple of ways. On my book is in my TikTok shop. If you go to Tumiki, it's Tumeki, Tumiki's book. You see me. You can see my involuntary side chick. I'm the only book in the world with the name involuntary side chick. Or you can go on Amazon to get it.
okay.
Involuntary side chick. Why you should purchase a book? You find yourself in there.
Mhm.
Um, Men read my book, like I said, they buy it for their daughters. They buy it for their wives, pastors, preachers, teachers,
Wow.
men, um, women. If you know you're in an unhealthy relationship, and you know you've been in that relationship for years, he don't plan on marrying you.
Ooh.
And if he do marry you, it's to shut you up.
Ooh,
What kind of marriage is that? Okay.
absolutely.
And we put our life on hold, waiting to be chosen. And I know this from experience. All right. I put my life on hold, waiting to be chosen when God chose me first. You understand?
Yes.
Oh, I wrote the book to close off that chapter of needing to be needed.
Wow.
Looking at my role in this heartless, loveless relationship. And I carried the full brunt of the responsibility of I did this to myself. So I'm really talking to women. This ain't even a get back to him story.
Mhm.
This is not about getting back to her. Because I ain't even blame her whether she knew about me or not. Who
Yes.
cares? This book, Involuntary Side Chick, is really about you.
Wow.
Life choices. I talk about my daddy trauma, how my daddy had side chicks. Oh yeah, my daddy had his fine stuff. He gone on to glory now, but he had side chicks,
Ooh.
you know. And as a result, somebody's son tried to make me their side chick. So I
Gotcha.
talk to the fathers. Be careful how you handle somebody else's daughter. Hey, Bishop, how you
Yes.
handle somebody else's daughter. So these are just life lessons
Yes.
on choosing a wrong man and not waiting for your husband that God will send you your way if you wait.
Yes.
We got to learn how to wait and
Yes.
go on and get these college degrees. Go ahead and build our businesses. Work on the purpose that God has for us.
Yes.
While we're
Absolutely.
in that waiting stage. So,
Yes. So one of my questions,
mhm,
I have two questions for you. One question
okay.
is, it has not ruin you into opening up your heart for the real love then, for
No,
someone to care. Oh,
no,
good.
ma'am. Because see, I'm glad I went through this
Hmm.
to get on that other side of clarity of mind.
Yes.
I'm celibate.
Hmm.
I'm saving myself for my husband. No, not even saving myself. I'm in right standing with God now
Yes.
because I'm doing it the right way.
Yes.
No more window shopping.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I know there is love out there for me, and I'm not gonna rush it.
I like that.
Just not gonna rush it.
I like
I
that.
believe in love and romance. You understand? I truly do.
Yes. I had mentioned earlier about a side chick and what that is. And
Mhm.
I think I read in your book that there are some willing workers. Women that
Yes.
can you talk about that before we give this information again about how they can get the book? Tell us about that part.
Oh my goodness. Yes, there are women on TikTok, on social media, got a side chick club. They love being a side chick, baby. They're just so lost. They are so lost, and they want to be a home wrecker. Hold on, my battery was going dead. They,
Okay.
but it's out. There are women out there who sign up for this. They have no love for themselves. They ain't got
Oh,
no love.
goodness.
I just pray for them.
Yes, that's all you can do
Yeah, just
because
pray for them.
they are willing workers, they want to be there. But
Yeah,
thank you so much for being on.
you
Get
welcome.
Tanika's book on her pages on TikTok. She's also on social
Hmm.
media everywhere. I believe on every
Yes,
platform you can get
yes,
to her as well.
yes,
And we want to
yes.
just say thank you. We'll wish you all the best. Your book signing, and that you will have a just a wonderful, wonderful life for yourself and for that one that's coming in your life soon. So
Thank
just be
you.
blessed, young lady, and continue to enjoy your life.
Thank you. You too. You too. And I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Okay.
So yes, yeah, we are so thankful to have her on. You all check it out. You know, you may find yourself in a position like that too, involuntary. We just mentioned Tina Campbell from the group Mary Mary, and what a sad uh, story she has. And the social media streets are not giving her a break at all. They are definitely letting her know that they don't approve of her of him divorcing her, but they also feel as though she had a part to play in it. Are you a side chick or an involuntary side chick? What role do you play in this? I want to encourage you all to get the book Involuntary Side Chick so you can see if you fall in any of those categories, but also know that you can get out of it. You can be in right standing. I like what Tanika said. She said you could be in your right place. You're not out of place anymore. You can be in a place where you feel good, you feel free, you made the right decision, you can be whole, your heart can be just, God can mend that broken heart. Just get yourself in a place where you can smile, where you can breathe. I can imagine if you're in a situation like that, you can't even breathe. You're probably panicking, having panic attacks. You probably, just can't get it together, can't help yourself, confused, and your body's probably full of a whole lot of adrenaline. You just can't get right. And so Tamika mentioned uh, guys and women. So it's not just a ladies thing, a woman's thing, where a woman is always in this position, but men can become that side piece and not know it. Isn't that amazing? Sometimes we don't look at it like that, but sometimes men. So this would be good for men and women. To find yourself in a position like this, and suddenly she just suddenly finds out, oh my goodness, this is a role I'm playing in life. I didn't sign up for this. So those that haven't signed up involuntary, we really want you all to be able to get that breakthrough. And not only that, to see the signs. You know, you may be involuntary, you don't know it, but there are flags. And Miss Griffin was telling us of some of the things that she did see. She didn't really see at first, but began to see, and then others, her support system, began to say, "Look, look at what you doing. Look at what you got." Maybe you got folks telling you that, but you know, why would you put yourself in a position? A lot of people come like that. Why are you with this person? You know, I seen him, and they saying on in these streets, and they're giving you all the things. You're getting the clues. You know, in my research, they were talking about the fact that that person, that man or woman may not be able to come and be around you or be there at certain occasions, or the family have never met them, or you know, some kind of thing, sign is given off. Some kind of flags are flashing. And so hopefully you all will see the signs and will accept the fact that, wait a minute, I'm in a place that I don't need to be. I want to be happy. I want to be successful. I want to be in a real good relationship as well. So I want to thank Tamika for being on. Involuntary Side Chick is the name of the book, along with other books. She got some really dynamite book titles. And so you all support her and continue to lift her up as she declares her freedom and declares her journey, and keep it real with us. And that's what's happening. She's keeping it real. She's helping others. You know, when the Bible says, when thou has been converted, strengthen thy brother. When you get that epiphany, when you get changed, then you go out there and say, listen, you don't have to live like this. You don't have to be in a position like this. You can go on with your life, go on and do the things that you need to do in order to have a wholesome life and relationship. I want to say hello to some of the folk up here. You all been tuning in, chiming in. Anita Blow, how are you? Spam.w.lex. Good morning. Hey, let's see. C-Dub, how you doing, C-Dub? I'm going to spell this one Kirasko5. Vicky, how are you? WDJ. Hello, Joel. Hello. Ooh underscore la la. I love that. Let's see. Who else is up here? King's doing. Hi. How are you? Mom, sweetheart is up here. Colbert. Late show. How are you doing? Slim, how are you? Mr. James Overton, how are you? Mr. James Overton has his podcast on as well. You all check him out. Slim Overton, James Overton, he's on social media. You all get there and support. It's so many of you all on. Sheila Robbins, she's usually on Facebook Live. If my daughter or son is on, I want to shout them out. Sometimes they're there. I can't see their face. Falcon, I think that's it. Falcon. Let's see, so many of you all that are on. Angie, hi. Jewel underscore Ty underscore. Andre, oh my goodness, how are you? Are you still over in Puerto Rico? I thought you was in Puerto Rico at one time. Nice to see you. iChamp, Fadez, I believe that's Fadez. Good morning. Let's see. BMK, YW, 83, good morning. Some of the names I can't see. Vino, hi. AMRIK, Mark underscore JH. I think that's it. Is that B? Yeah, I just mentioned that. AB, a boy. Let's see, ABOYAWAH 21. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, Larry. Good morning. Just all you all. Just thank you for joining. Thank you for your support. I hope you enjoyed this show. Um, I hope it came out loud and clear over here on TikTok. But we'll also put this up as a replay if you all want to join over Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, or wherever to hear it. You can always come back to the replay and hear it loud and clear. Let's see. Let me see if do we have anybody. Instagram, yes, we have WSVANN1_ VSVan1_ is with us. And again, all you all on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and other places, LinkedIn, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your support. Before we go, I'm going to give you some upcoming shows. Martha, hello, how are you? Let's see. KAEESLAYZ. So, good morning. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it's NOUNKK. Then we have MAG up there, MAG. ADEDAYO. Spam.w.lex. So many of you are on. Let's see, ROMA. Ramondo Brown, I believe that's the name. So good to see you all. So thankful for your support. Now, let me give you all some last but not least, our upcoming shows. Of course, we're going to finish our FYI After Dark. Please join me on Monday evening for Miss Alicia Bennett. She's our love guru, and I've been waiting to have her on. You know, during Valentine's Day, we always want to bring a love guru on. I was hoping that she could come out in February, but we had our friend to come on, and she wasn't able to join us. Our schedules and everything got kind of messed up. So she is going to be on Monday evening. And I want you all to join us. Alicia Bennett, you've probably seen her in these streets, especially I see her a lot on not YouTube, but TikTok. See over here a lot. Alicia's over here a lot. She's also on Facebook. You can find her there, Alicia Bennett, and she's always got so many wonderful things to talk about when it comes to the love department, honey, relationship department. So on Monday evening at 6 p.m., I want you all to come and join us on all social media platforms. That's Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram and TikTok. Come on, and we're going to talk about love from the love guru herself, Miss Alicia Bennett. Also, what else do we have? We're going to have Money and More. I'll let you all know when we're going to announce the date and the special guest for Money and More. Let's see. We have Alan Ellis that's going to be coming on talking to us about a new stage play. I love his stage plays and his talent. He's a wonderful person, family-oriented young man, and he's celebrating his birthday. And again, something new around the town. He'll be on that segment, Mr. Alan Ellis. We're going to have Tanya Rollins Shadley. Who else? Somebody else that's going to be on. You all should know Tanya too, because she stays in these social media streets as well, talking about a lot of things that are going on, some of the things that she's involved in, what's happening in certain areas in the Hampton Roads area. She's going to come and share those things with us. Chris Hinton is going to come with Real Estate 2026. Don't forget to join us for that. Jason Baker, Cryptocurrency, Money, and More. Of course, we're going to have our Monday Sports Talk. our Fun Fridays, our women's segment, our men's segment on Wednesday. Make sure you all join us for those shows. There are going to be many more that will be scheduled. I won't announce that until we confirm those names, those special guests. But we've got a lot of topics to cover, a lot of special guests to cover, and we want you all to make sure you are here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 a.m. to be a part of FYI for your information. We just bring all kind of information for you all. If you go to YouTube or Facebook, you'll see plenty of our shows, our radio shows. Been doing radio for 11 years. And you can see us on Mr. E and I on social media platform. And you'll be able to enjoy all those shows that have been done in the past and currently. And we thank God that I'm hoping that you'll be there for our future shows as well. You can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor as well. Y'all can inbox me, or you can write at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com, FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. And, hang out with me here, inbox me there, subscribe, and follow you back. And we just hope to continue to have a good time. Having a conversation, and that's what we're going to be doing over TikTok. I will announce that, about subjects like involuntary side chick, or things that really, really get down to, what people are going through, and, life as a whole. So when that time comes with the conversation, we're going to have a lot of great guests. And hopefully we'll be in a setting. I have a wonderful setting in mind where we can just sit back, and my special guest and I can really have that great talk, tay-to-tay. We can just really, really get to it where you all can enjoy the conversation and you can definitely chime in. Now, Ramondo Brown, I believe, I'm not sure. I think you have inboxed me before. Not inboxed me, but said something here on the chat. If this is the person that was talking about scholarships and things like that, I'm not quite sure, but it looks like it is. I'm not sure. Inbox me and let me know. So look, we're taking, I'm going out and just enjoying myself. It is absolutely beautiful here in the Hampton Roads area. The weather has been just spectacular in the 80s. Now listen, Monday and Tuesday, I can't promise you it's going to be 80-degree weather. They're talking about something like in the mid 60s. And so we will definitely enjoy today and get some of that vitamin D before it breaks cool again. Look, don't forget, in the Hampton Roads area, we got that initiative. We want you all that not initiative, but we have to vote before by the 21st. Okay, by the 21st, make sure you vote. Okay, make sure you vote in the Virginia area. I'm sorry. In Virginia, it's the redistricting amendment. Please, please, and please make sure you go out there and vote yes. I know I can't tell you, but I can suggest yes. I'm suggesting yes. But you do what you want to do because that's your privilege. That's your right. And thank you. Is that Hayden Gray? Is that F Leon 63? Jess_T, J Speed. Let's see, Mark, I think I said hello to you. But yeah, make sure you vote. Virginia, come on now. Make sure you get out there and vote. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful morning. You all are a blessing. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to see you all. You all make sure you have a great weekend. Do something special for yourself and do something for others. Also, pray for the family. Uh, Lieutenant Governor Fairfax. It's tragic, tragedy, and it's really hard to really think about, talk about, and look at because people are posting pictures of the family. But it's been reported that he unalived his wife and then committed an unalive on himself. Two children, two teenage children, left to hurt because that's what's going to happen. They're going to be hurting so bad so long. You all make sure you pray for them. When you think about, that domestic violence and stuff, make sure you lift them up and the children up. Parents are gone, and it is a terrible thing to even think about. It's hard for me to even think about it. So please, you all lift up the Fairfax children and know that they're hurting so bad. So listen, y'all, have a good weekend. There's so much going on. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Make sure you are doing the best for yourselves and others, your family, your community. And we're going to see you back here on Monday. Be blessed, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. The top. All right. We're going to see you on Facebook Live